Hi, welcome back. I am going to take you through this routine today that is very much more medium full coverage for me, but I tried to make it not look medium full coverage, if that makes sense. Tried to keep the natural essence with this look, very classic, and it's classic for a reason because I'm partnering with Bare Minerals. Their friends and family sale starts September 27th and it goes through October 4th. You get 25% off your purchase, free shipping, also free gift with a $75 purchase. So I'm going to take you through some classics. Like my eyes right now, I've got the classic loose shadows on. Face, very much Bare Pro focus because it is one of the longest wearing, more full coverage lineups on the market, in my opinion. And yeah, we're going to have fun and just kind of play around to get this super natural wearable look, but that's also going to cover imperfections if you have redness, rosacea, acne, really just any type of imperfection that you want to help smooth out. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Okay, first things first, I am very tired. I did not sleep well last night, and my redness, although it's not showing up as much on camera, it's very much there. So I am starting out with my Bare Pro foundation, currently in the shade 21 Light Cool. For me, the Bare Pro line runs a little warm, so I like to order cool in this lineup. So if you feel like you're similar to my shade, this is a pretty spot on match for me currently. So about 2 pumps of this gets the job done for my entire face. And this is a generous amount. Normally, if I don't have a ton of redness happening, I can get away with just using 1 pump. I've been wearing this foundation ever since it came out years ago. It was one of the first kind of like semi-matte, because this does have more of a natural matte finish. It was one of the first formulas that I felt like I could wear on my dry skin, and still to this day I feel like it is one of the longest wearing foundation formulas on the market, hands down. Wore this to the gym yesterday, didn't budge, and you can see immediately it just corrects and covers my redness. So since I did 2 pumps, you can see I still have quite a bit left on my hand, but this is one side of my face. So I would say this is about 1 pump on my right side, and then you can see my redness still peeking through around my eyes. That's where I have a lot of my eczema flare-ups, around my nose, and it just, I don't know, it looks so natural. And that's why I'm hesitant to say that this has a like matte finish, because it's not like a typical matte. It's not like flat powdery matte. It's a very hyper realistic natural matte. So don't let that scare you away. I would say overall, if you need coverage and if you're needing something that is going to last throughout the day, I feel like I've been saying this for years, it is truly one of the most long-wearing foundation formulas currently on the market. And if you do want a little bit more of like a glowy finish or a little bit more of a natural finish, sometimes I'll go in with a damp sponge, and you can get a little bit more of like a natural like glowy finish with it. It will definitely give you like slightly less coverage, but a little bit more of that natural dew finish. I don't know why I'm not putting my hair up. So here's my skin with just the Bare Pro foundation. Again, super natural, very wearable. It also feels really good on the skin. I'm going to pop on a little bit of the Mineralist gloss in Clarity, just because I don't like to have dry foundation lips while I'm filming the video. Also, this shade is sold out a lot. It's truly just a clear gloss. It's got a little bit of a pink tint to it, but I hope it's available during the sale, because I've been in my clear gloss era for like the past 2 years. I don't know what it is about a good clear gloss, but I absolutely love it. Okay, so since I have a little bit of redness and also bags from where, I kid you not, I did not sleep last night, I'm going to take a little bit of the Bare Pro concealer. I wear the shade 150 Fair Cool. I'm going to be pretty light-handed with this because it is pretty like medium to full coverage concealer. Also going to put a little bit around my nose. Still have some blemishes peeking through there. Keep a light hand with this, because a little definitely goes a long way. So just kind of spot application happening here. I feel like this shade lineup that I've got going on here is perfect for my skin right now. The 25, or no, 15, I think it's 15. Yeah, 150 Fair Cool. This is slightly light for me, but I do like the pop of brightness that it gives my under eye area. So here is complexion with the Bare Pro foundation and concealer. So to set, I'm going to take a little bit of my Bare Pro powder. I have the shade Fair Tin Neutral. Now I like to use this not, and mine's a little smashed, so I'm going to have to be careful off camera here. I like to use this powder more on like the lower portion of my face. I don't necessarily like to pack underneath my eyes. I'll show you what I do like to use for that in just a minute, but I just like to pick up a little bit of the Bare Pro and just kind of lightly set like this lower portion of my face. I think it gives a super smooth finish, sets everything into place, also adds a little bit of extra coverage. I will set my forehead with this because I think it's a pretty blurring powder, so kind of blurs those forehead lines out for me. And for my under eye area and just my lids in general, I just like using the classic Mineral Veil. It's a little bit more lightweight. It doesn't have the opacity that the Bare Pro powder has, and I just like using it better for this particular area. Just a little bit more delicate. For bronzer, I don't know if many of you guys remember that I used to do this a lot back in the day, but I'm actually taking the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in the shade Medium Tan and using it as my bronzer. I love using the tan shades, and you can kind of adjust this accordingly depending on what your skin tone is. If you're a little bit deeper, you can use the deep dark powders. You can kind of adjust accordingly, but this is a really cool way to use a foundation that you might already have in your collection that's currently like too dark for you, or if you struggle with bronzers, this is also very easy way to add warmth to your skin, add color, and also like a little bit of extra coverage because technically it is a foundation. But when I start getting pretty fair in the winter time, fall and winter, this is just a foolproof way to get a soft kind of bronzy glow to the skin without having to worry about the harshness of actual like bronzing powders. There's just something a little bit more smooth about this formula since it is technically a powder foundation. And like I said, I'm using Medium Tan right now, which has a little bit more of a cooler undertone. You could also pick up Golden Tan, which obviously has a golden undertone, or just tan, which I find just the tan shade to run a little bit more on the red side. So it just depends on how you're feeling, what you want your undertone to be. You could also pick up the classic Bare Minerals Warmth. That's also a tried and true product. But I just thought I would kind of like remind you of this little trick if you have a tan foundation hanging out from the summertime that's starting to get a little bit too dark for you. It's a great way to utilize it. For blush, I'm going to take my Gen Nude highlighting blush. This one is in the shade Mauve Glow. Super quick. You kind of get 2-in-1 product here because this does have a built-in highlighter. It is very, very glowy. So I am going to keep a light hand with this. And you don't have to worry about, you know, going in with an extra product. It's already got that highlighter built in. You can see nice natural glow. And I love the mauve shade. You know what I'm actually going to do is take a little bit of Hint. Because Hint, this is honestly, this mauve shade reminds me of like a pressed version of Hint, but I am going to take a little bit of I swear to you, this one's probably from like 2012. But I don't know if you can tell when I open these, and Hint also had that like natural luminosity. They're super similar. Sometimes I look at this and I wonder, is this just like a pressed version of Hint? But this was my favorite blush back in the day. Like, oh my gosh, I wore this every single day. I'm going to take a little bit of Hint because the pink does show through a little bit more in Hint. So just want a little bit of extra. Since I'm a little bit more like full coverage with the face today, I definitely want to keep my eyes more on the light side. I thought it would be fun to do a little bit of a throwback and use the original loose eyeshadows. So I have some classic shades right here. We've got Pebble, Nude Beach, and Bare Skin. I'm just going to play around. If you remember, Nude Beach was, you were either a Queen Phyllis or a Nude Beach girly. I feel like I tend, or tended to wear Nude Beach more. I actually might mix Nude Beach and Bare Skin together to get a little custom mix. We shall see where this takes us, but I'm for sure going to start out with Pebble, which is kind of like a satiny, depending on what your skin tone is. On me, this is like probably like a mid-level taupe, a mid-range taupe. In the summertime, I remember I would wear this more so like in my crease, whereas today I'm going to use it more on like the outer portion of my eyes. So just picking up a little bit of Pebble, I'm going to brush that through my lower lash line. I'm going to get some soft definition happening. This is such a pretty natural color. If you are intimidated by darker browns, but you want more definition, something like Pebble would be perfect. Especially if you have a skin tone similar to mine, it just adds this soft bit of definition and haze to the eyes. Such a classic shade. These bring me back to my days working at Bare Minerals. I remember when I first started working at a Bare Minerals store, it was my mission to collect every single loose eyeshadow. And I feel like I probably got there. I had, I would say, 90% of the shades available in the loose collection. There's just something about this formula. It's so easy to work with. It's tried and true. It's classic. I love it. I remember Pebble used to be like my go-to crease color though, especially when I was tan or if I was doing, you know, formal makeup. Pebble was just like the it crease, like definition color for me. Okay, now that I've got my Pebble down, I'm going to mix Bare Skin and Nude Beach. Nude Beach is more of a, I would say it's a cool tone shimmer, and Bare Skin is more of a like pinky shimmer. So I want to do, probably going to do a little bit of a heavier mix of Nude Beach, just because that one is going to stand out on my skin tone a bit more. Bare Skin, unless I have like a pretty deep tan, it's going to show up as like a salmon pink on me. So I've mixed just a touch of Bare Skin with Nude Beach, and I'm actually just going to pat it in because I think that's like the easiest way to apply these. They're still to this day one of the most like high impact shimmers in the makeup family. Like, so beautiful. I love the shimmers. Okay, super natural, stunning. Yeah, these are just like classic shades I wanted to revisit, and absolutely love it. So I'm gonna pop on some mascara. I have the Strength and Length from Bare Minerals, and this is a really nice natural formula. It definitely gives me that like flared look. And to finish off my lips, I'm going to take a little bit of Cherished Rose, and I'm going to top it with Peace, which is a little bit more of a warm tone gloss, but I think it's going to complement the Pebble. So Cherished Rose, this is a really gorgeous, like a mauve pink. And this is the gloss called Peace. Okay, I think that's it. Very classic look. Just wanted to revisit and kind of show you how I get more of a fuller coverage look to help with my eczema and a lot of the skin issues that I've been having, dryness, dullness, tiredness of the skin, but still make it natural and classic. So definitely check out the Bare Minerals Friends and Family sale. Again, it's happening September 27th through October 4th, I believe. So I will have all of the details linked down below, all of the products I used as well. I hope you guys enjoyed kind of this throwback to, you know, like my classic Bare Minerals routine, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.